Hello, hello. Replay watchers, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for joining. I am Erica Hood Vincent, and you are watching this video because you want to sell better on social. So I'm going to be sharing with you key elements so you can sell better on social. Hey, listen, if you know anyone who is in the online space, they are in the service-based space in the online space on social media. That's a tongue twister. Go ahead and share this out to your people. I am going to just make sure that you can hear me and see me okay before we get down with the get down. Oh, perfect. All right. So again, if this is your first time seeing me, meeting me, don't know who I am, my name is Erica Hood Vincent right there. And I am a systems and income stream strategist. I work with impact driven womenpreneurs and I help them sell and scale their businesses with ease by creating profitable processes and systems that make sense so they can sell and scale their businesses with ease. So let's go ahead. Let's get into the content. I'm really excited to share with you all. And like I say, go ahead and you can share this out. I am going to be checking my phone for comments as well because I do know I'm streaming on several different platforms. In some places I can see your comments, and some places I cannot. Blame it on Facebook for trying to be the monopoly of social. All right. So when it comes to selling your services on social, before we even dive off into the key elements, one of the main things I really need to emphasize with you is that your content, right? The type of content that you create is the core element to your online strategy. All right, to your online strategy. There are several different types of content that you can post on your social, but you want to make sure that you post content that is meaningful, that sends a message, that brings about a response, that is thought provoking, that is a before and after. You know, if you are in a service based space and someone works with you and you were looking this way before you got started with the service provider, and now you look this way, you know, before and after pictures are always really good. You want to have attractive content. You want to create content that will stop people from scrolling and actually read what you have to offer. Go ahead and drop a number one in the comments if that makes sense, right? A lot of people post just to be posting, but they're not posting anything that is relevant, anything that is meaningful, something that is going to connect with the audience on a deeper level as a service provider. Now, if you're just on social and you post jokes and quotes, or you're resharing other people's stuff, that's great, you know, but it doesn't speak to who you are as the business person. All right, so we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna go ahead, check my comments over here. We're gonna dive into, see if I could put that there. So far off from the camera, but we're gonna make it work. So we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna dive off into some of the key elements that you need to have in place when you're selling on social. And the first thing that you need to have in place is understanding your uniqueness when it comes to your offers. All right, now you hear this time and time again, and one of the biggest issues that my clients come to me, well, I've switched and I've niched down a lot, but early on, when I was in business, I used to work with startups a lot. And one of the main uh, song that was sang over and over again from the startup entrepreneurs was that my product is for everybody, my service is for everybody. And that came from a lack mindset, you know, that if I serve everybody, then everybody will pay me and I can help everybody and I can make more money. And so over time, you will begin to understand that You have to niche down. People with the skills, trade, talent that you have, ask yourself, like one of the ways I help people to kind of niche down, if you will, is I say, hey, listen, who do you not want to work with? Sometimes the easiest way to understand who you want to work with is by eliminating who you do not want to work with. Like there are a number of people that I'm sure that you can write down based on where they live, based on the types of problems that they have, based on possibly their income, based on their location, based on how much money they make. There are some people who totally do not want to touch a startup entrepreneur. They're like, I'm over it, I'm done, I do not want to work with startup entrepreneurs. And then there are some people who I know, they only want to work with startup entrepreneurs, right? You have to understand what is unique about what you offer. Some people offer services that help startups scale their businesses with ease. Some people work with entrepreneurs who are in the 4, 5, 6 figure range and want to help them sell and scale their business with ease. You have to understand what is your uniqueness. If I'm a newbie and I have no idea what I'm doing, I just know that I just want to help people. And I've been doing it so long and I have really been charging people. I want to figure out a way how to charge people, but I'm new. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't even know how to navigate. Am I going to go to the person who works with 5, 6 figure earners and want to help them scale with ease? Or do I want to work with people who work with startups? I'm going to go over here. Do you understand what I'm saying? The quicker you come to terms and the quicker that you acknowledge, hey, listen, there is a unique set or unique group of women that I want to work with or that I do not want to work with, the faster you will begin to attract what you want. Okay. Attraction marketing is a real thing. Attraction marketing is literally is what make Facebook ads work and churn over and over again. I know people who spend hundreds and thousands of dollars a month on Facebook ads, and the entire core key, right, that we're talking about for content is they do attraction marketing really, really well because they're speaking directly to a very, very, very specific audience. I have helped my clients niche down all the way down to working with not just womenpreneurs, but faith-based womenpreneurs, kingdom builders, right? Or work with people who were in the nonprofit space. And again, it's only after you dissect who you do not want to work with. So that's really, really core, and that's really, really key. All right. The next element that you need to understand when it comes to selling on social, go ahead and share this out. The share button is like a social currency for me. So I truly, truly appreciate that with you all. So the next key element in selling on social is understanding you need to know the change or transformation that your service offers. So if you offer a package deal, if you offer one-on-one sessions, if you offer group sessions, if you offer courses, if you offer any type of intellectual products, you need to understand what is the change that your offer, that your program, that your course, that your book, that your one-on-one, that your group coaching, what change does that bring? What is the transformation that they're going to receive after they've bought and gone through the service with you, or they've bought the product and they've cycled through the product of yours? What is the transformation? What is the result? You have to be able to articulate and convey in a very, very clear and concise way what the transformation is. Okay. And I'm kind of scooting right into the next core element when it comes to your offer. After you've identified what that transformation is, you need to understand how that transformation comes about, because you are selling the how. You are selling the how. I'm going to give you a prime example. If I use the example of a web designer so much because it's so multifaceted. I can literally like it, like that's the best analogy for like most examples when I'm doing these things. But let's say I got nothing. Let's say you are a web designer. Let's say you are a web designer and you are sharing uh five five places your opt-in should go. And so you're listing out those five places. Okay. And at the end, so now you've told the what, right? What number one, what number two, what number three, what number four or five, right? All the way down. And with the what, you're also sharing why that place is important, why that place on the website is significant. All right. So now that because you know who you're talking to, you know what you're getting ready to offer. Now the next thing is, you sell the how. If you don't know where to put these on your site, or if you're not really into the DIY thing and you want this done and done right, and with a fast turnaround, click here, do that, I'll help you type of thing, right? You have to know the how as well. And okay, which leads me, I'm just going right into one after another. Last but certainly not least, when it comes to your core key elements to selling on social, now that you understand the uniqueness, now that you understand what the transformation is, now that you understand how the transformation is going to come about and the way that you articulate that, the last but not least part of it is that you have to be able to give them next level instructions. People love direction. As much as we may say, because we're grown and we're our adults, I'll figure it out on my own. There isn't now one person who would not love guidance to get them somewhere faster. Even if they want to do it on their own, draw me the roadmap and I'll get there on my own, right? Versus them having to go through the weeds, the forest, the trees, right? Taking them twice the amount of time to get there. Give them the instruction on what to do next. Okay, now you've told me what I need. You've now told me how what you have to offer can help me, right? You have literally explained in your messaging, the type of people that you work with, and I fit that category of people. Okay, you have my ear. I am attracted, right? Attraction marketing. I am attracted to what you have to say. They are literally like a dog with a bone. They're waiting for what's next, right? So this in the sales world, we call this call to action, or CTA. If you see that acronym kind of floating around on the social webs, tell them what to do next, right? Tell them where to go. Tell them what link to click on. Tell them what website to go to. Or if you're not looking to redirect them from one platform to another platform and you want them to do some engagement activity within your thread or your post on your timeline, give them those instructions. For an example, if you find this helpful, go ahead and drop a yes in the comments if you're finding these elements helpful to selling on social. That would be in the comment, in the thread instruction. Right now, if you need to redirect them off of the current platform that you're on, if it's IG Live, YouTube, Facebook, where I'm streaming all the things, right? Then you want to redirect them off of social and take them over to your isolated home, right? You want to get them off the street and take them back into your home, right? Your website that you're paying for, then you will tell them where to go. So then you just redirect them, or you would say, hey, I'm dropping the link to my house. Are you live or are you tricking me? Oh my gosh, that's so funny. I'm live. Come say hi. That's so funny. I'm not gonna say her name until she comes on, but I'm not gonna say her name until she comes on. But y'all gonna know who I was texting if she comes on. All right. So getting back to what I was saying, that was so funny. She is so funny. All right. So hey girl, hey. I just said I'm not gonna say who she is because they could see me like over here texting somebody, and I'm like, I'm not gonna say her name unless she comes on. But y'all, this is who I was texting. She was like, "Are you live? Or are you tricking me?" So last, are you talking about me? I was, friend. All right. So you want to make sure that you tell them what to do next. You want to make sure you tell them where to go next. I can even tell you how many times I see a really, really great post, a really great content post. They're posting an outfit, they're posting their product, they're posting whatever their service is. And I'm like, oh, it's like a cliffhanger, right? It's like, where's the hook, line, and sinker? Like you wowed me. I'm now excited. I'm now interested, but you didn't tell me what to do next to go get the thing. Right. And let me tell you something. There are so many people that are still buying. That people are buying like crazy. I've been buying. All right, y'all. I have a lot of life happening, right? And one of the things that's happening in my life right now that is really stressing me out. I'm right here about to come down from it, but I have a lot of traveling going on over the course of 9 days straight. 5 plus 4, yes, 9 days straight. One of the things with the travel, they're across the country. Like one is literally in one region of the country, the other one is in totally another region of the country. So I had to think about packing before my first trip for my second trip. And so I just literally just start having things, buying stuff and having them shipped and sent to the second location. So I don't even have to worry about that when I come back, because when I come back from the first trip, the next morning I'm right on the plane to the second trip. So that in itself is stressful. But I say all that to say people are spending money. People who have a need and have a want, they are spending money. If you are in a space, if you are in a market, right? I can't even say industry. If you are in a space and they are not spending money, you need to change, you need to redirect the focus of your market. You need to um think bigger. You're thinking too small in terms of people digging in their pockets to sell, to buy what you have, because we spending like crazy. Pack a coat for one reason and shorts for the next. Oh, oh my god, I didn't even think about that. I do have a skirt. I do have a skirt for, hmm, see, it's good to have friends in big places. So going back to the call to action, you got to tell people where to go. People don't know how to pay you if you don't tell them where to go give you the money. That's a word for the saints and the ain'ts. People cannot pay you if you don't tell them where to go give you the money. Okay. If you sell outfits, if you sell outfits and you're posting the outfits, but you're not telling us where to go buy the outfits, honey, how are we going to pay you for the outfits? If you are, okay, I see coaches doing this. So a lot of coaches and consultants are getting really jazzy and they're taking clips, right? Which is something that I highly recommend. If you are a service provider, a hairstylist, barber, a freelancer, coach, consultant, what have you, you're taking a clip of your Google Meets or your Zoom client session, not anything confidential, private, just something that's worth, that's clippable, right? You're taking a clip of a snippet of it and you're putting it on like your YouTube or your IG, and it's like an amazing clip, and it's like where maybe your client had an aha moment, and you clip that out to share that, right? Okay, awesome. You proved your point. You were able to, with whatever skills you had, bring about this aha moment for your client. All right. There was no what that was about. There was no how you can bring about that aha moment for them. There was no click here so you can go and get this aha moment for yourself. There was no hook, line, and sinker, right? So it's like, if you're gonna be on social as a service provider, sis, be on social to sell, right? Selling on social is a thing. Pastor played for the Saints and A's, right? So I wanted to just make sure I shared that with you all, that if you're going to be on social and you want to sell on social, then you need to do these core things, right? You need to understand your uniqueness. You need to understand what the change or transformation is. You need to know how to convey how the transformation can help their life, right? You also need to give them sound instruction, give them sound direction on where to go next, right? So they too can pay you, so they too can pay you for the transformation that they're looking to make. Jesus Christ, that they're looking to make in their life. Hey, listen, you guys, if this is something that you are struggling with and you are sick and tired of being sick and tired of being unsocial, but not really being able to capitalize and sell on social, and it's not really your strongest point, you don't really know, the type of call to action to even put into your post, or you don't even know how to articulate, how to even bring about talking about the benefits of what you have to offer, because you just know what you have, but you don't really know how to make that connection. Listen, you guys, I'm going to drop a link in the comments. I am having my annual and infamous AI. I like that. Annual and infamous. Fearlessly and Wonderfully Paid sales workshop. It is going to be a 2-hour, both intensive, and I've even opened up to be digital for about 30 seats, where I walk you through all of these core elements and so much more. I help you understand how to get the yes. All right. I help you, and I give you I just went blank. I equip you with the wordplay, with the word choices of what to say, so you can stop playing small with your prices. A lot of you all can be making a lot more money than what you're making, but you're playing your prices way too small because you want the yes so badly, right? And then, also in the workshop, I'm going to be going over it. I'm going to be telling you exactly what to say when they say no, right? I can't afford it. Not right now. It's not a good time. Got to speak to the spouse, all the things, right? Sometimes we clam up and we freeze up because we don't want to seem pushy, and we don't want to seem, like we're pouncing on them, or we just don't even know what that next response line is going to be because we just froze at that rejection. So I'm going to tell you what to say when they say no. You can get all of these different tools and tips and strategies when you go ahead and you grab. I'm going to type this in the comments. Hopefully I can. .com/workshop. And I can't spell. impacttoincrease.com/workshop. This is where you can definitely go and you can punch your ticket. Listen, if you are in the Milwaukee area, I am having a social distancing in-person workshop for my MKE audience. Error has occurred. Wait a minute, then try back. All right, I'm gonna have to post it a little bit later. But if you are in the Milwaukee area, I have 10 in-person seats. Only 10, because I want to keep it small. I want to keep it intimate, and because of social distancing, right? So if you are in the Milwaukee area, you get to join me and be with me in person. Now, if you are my nationwide audience, you can go ahead and go to impacttoincrease.com/workshop, impacttoincrease.com/workshop, and you can punch your ticket there. And this is going to be October 31st, the end of this month, starting at 3:30. If you are one of my virtual attendees, you'll be starting at 4:00. All right. So if you have any questions, comments, you feel free to drop your comments down below, or you can inbox me, or you can just go to the contact section on our website, and I'll be glad to answer your questions there. But yeah, I'm super duper excited for this. I didn't think I was going to be able to pull off the workshop because 2020 ain't been playing fair at all. Okay. So until next time, you guys, implement these core elements that I've gone over with you, whether you're able to make it to the workshop or not. I've given you enough meat to put on your plate, and it's all about implementation. Like, you can get the information, but without implementation, you have no income. All right. So remember, be a blessing to others, and you too will be blessed. Don't forget to go make your impact. Go ahead and punch your ticket to my annual and infamous Fearlessly and Wonderfully Paid workshop by going to impacttoincrease.com/workshop. And I'll drop the link in the comments as soon as Facebook stop being a hater. Take care, you guys.